John, would you please just put up this picture for me and let them digest this and what this man was doing to Dr. Dre and let them make a decision for themselves after viewing this picture?
She calls Michelle up to the front and was like, Michelle, have you ever seen Dre do anything gay? The story about Bruce and Dre being in bed together, their bedroom, and Bruce answers the phone. And she's like, can I speak to my husband? Or boyfriend, whatever the hell.
Reggie Wright has shocked the world with pictures of what he alleges to be Dr. Dre's gay affair with none other than Eric Sermon. How long has Dre been hiding this from us? What else has he done that he's tried to keep under wraps? Let's take a deep dive.
It was like, that's why that motherfucker ain't on death row. He's a fucking faggot. You know what I'm saying? He's gay. And then Pop like, yeah, gay ass Dre. You know, he started that gay ass Dre.
Now, while Reggie has shown us what he thinks is evidence of Dr. Dre being gay and being caught in the act, many would say that that isn't enough proof. Indeed, it does sound like very weak evidence, but not when you consider Dr. Dre's history when it comes to his alleged homosexuality.
Yes. Or as I like to call Dre, happy.
Is Dr. Dre gay? This question has lingered for quite some time, fueling a persistent rumor surrounding the renowned rapper and producer. Now, amidst the auction of Tupac's possessions, handwritten liner notes from his 1996 album, The Don Killuminati, The 7-Day Theory, have emerged, reigniting the intensity of this particular controversy. It is disheartening to witness the constant exploitation of Pac's legacy by his friends and family, evident in their relentless attempts to capitalize on his belongings. However, within these liner notes, one can discern explicit jabs aimed at various rappers who orbited Pac's world back in the day. Among the names he mentions, we find Faith Evans, Lil Kim, Jimmy Henchman, Donnie Simpson, and of course, Dr. Dre. According to Genius, these notes seem to allude to the 1994 shooting incident at Quad Recording Studios in Manhattan, where Pac calls out Biggie, Diddy, Jimmy Henchman, and others for their silent complicity in his downfall. Additionally, he criticized Mobb Deep and De La Soul for their lackluster record sales compared to his own, resorts to derogatory terms like fat bitch to describe Wendy Williams, and unearths past conflicts with nearly every other rapper of that era. Most notably, he refers to Dr. Dre as a closet homo. The contentious allegations do not end there. In the song Toss It Up, featured on the same album, Tupac again questions Dr. Dre's sexuality, leaving no room for ambiguity. As reported by Genius, the lyrics go as follows. No longer Dre Day, arrivederci blown and forgotten, rotten for plotting child's play. Check your sexuality, as fruity as this Ali's quick to jump ship punk trick. What a dumb move, cross death row, now who you gonna run to? This person pointed out how Michelle told Pac and Shugi Dr. Dre is allegedly gay, sword fighter, and was sleeping with A&G named Bruce back in the day. Who knows anymore? Nothing is far-fetched when it pertains to the entertainers. This person had an interesting theory. What if Dr. Dre pulled an Aaron Hernandez and killed Tupac because Pac knew he was gay? Adding to the intrigue, former Death Row Records producer Kurt Cobain made shocking claims during a recent interview with The Art of Dialogue. Not only did he assert that Suge Knight received love letters from actress Halle Berry, but he also alleged that Meekle L., Dr. Dre's ex-fiancée and mother of his son, confided in Tupac about catching Dre in bed with another man. However, the Neighborhood Talk has contradicted these claims, reporting that Michelle vehemently denies ever making such statements. In fact, she emphatically labeled it a bold-faced lie and expressed her bewilderment over Cobain's audacity to fabricate such a story. Michelle confirmed that she had numerous conversations with the late Tupac, but Dr. Dre's sexuality was never a topic of discussion. The complicated relationship between Michelle and Dr. Dre is well documented, notably showcased in the 2016 Lifetime documentary Surviving Compton. Their association began when Michelle collaborated with Dre on the world-class Wreckin' Crew's 1987 track, Turn Off the Lights, and eventually led to the birth of their son in 1991. However, their bond was marred by allegations of physical abuse, with reports suggesting that she even underwent corrective surgery on her nose as a result of Dre's violent actions. Dr. Dre has faced multiple accusations of assault against women throughout his career. In 1991, he brutally attacked former Pump It Up host Dee Barnes at a Hollywood industry party, leading to a lawsuit. In the 2017 HBO documentary The Defiant Ones, Dre openly admitted that he was out of his F-King mind during the assault and publicly apologized, acknowledging that any man who harms a woman is an idiot. He acknowledged the enduring impact of this incident on his reputation, accepting it as a significant stain on his character. Yet accusations of abuse continued to follow Dr. Dre. In June 2020, his wife of 24 years, Nicole Young, filed for divorce, citing physical, verbal, and mental abuse as reasons for their separation. Comedian Lunel further corroborated Young's claims during an interview with Vlad TV in January, shortly after Dr. Dre suffered a brain aneurysm. Lunel questioned whether Dre should be given a pass for his notorious history of violence against women simply because he produces exceptional music. She spoke of the overwhelming evidence against him, emphasizing that his track record is undeniably appalling. And if that wasn't enough, Dr. Dre's alleged mistresses also found themselves at the center of attention as key figures in his high-stakes divorce with Nicole Young. In 2021, a ruling ordered 3 women, Jillian Spear, Killy Anderson, and Crystal Rogers, also known as Crystal Sierra, to testify in the bitter divorce case, despite their initial efforts to distance themselves from the proceedings. Initially, their lawyer, Chris LaFan, sought to quash the subpoenas, arguing that the mistresses had no pertinent information regarding the enforceability of the prenuptial agreement that Dre and Nicole were battling over in court. However, a ruling filed in 2021 overturned their motion. The discovery referee, David S. Weinberg, determined that the mistresses potentially held relevant information concerning temporary support, legal fees, and the validity of the alleged prenuptial agreement. Consequently, the court allowed their depositions, narrowing the scope to address these specific subjects. Nicole Young's legal team aimed to delve into the alleged relationships Dre had with these women during their marriage, seeking to uncover whether he lavished them with gifts and financial support. The court also imposed sanctions, with both Dre and the mistresses' sides ordered to pay nearly $10,000 for their resistance to the deposition request, which the court deemed unsubstantiated. Although the women's attorney did not explicitly address whether they had engaged in extramarital affairs with Dre, the filings asserted that any such affairs would be irrelevant in the context of a no-fault divorce state like California, where specific acts of misconduct hold no bearing in dissolution of marriage proceedings. It is worth noting that Dre vehemently denied any romantic involvement with Anderson, a former model and creator of the beauty line Skin and Senses. Rogers, who co-wrote a song featured on a Dre compilation album, and Spear, a singer-songwriter, were the other 2 women caught in the divorce maelstrom. Having been married for 24 years, Dre and Nicole's relationship came to an end in 2020, as outlined in court documents. Young alleged that Dre forcibly evicted her from their home in April and conspired to secretly transfer their assets, denying her an equitable share. As their blockbuster divorce continued to unfold in 2021, Dre was ordered to pay Young nearly $2 million in monthly temporary spousal support. The contentious prenuptial agreement remained a focal point since their divorce filing in June of the previous year. Nicole, age 51 at the time, portrayed Dre as a controlling figure who had coerced her into signing the prenup under extreme duress on their wedding day. Dre, then 56, contended that the agreement was legitimate. Additionally, Nicole accused the multi-millionaire music mogul of subjecting her to severe abuse that resulted in post-traumatic stress syndrome. However, Dre vehemently refuted these allegations, asserting in his own legal documents that they were nothing more than a ploy to invalidate the prenuptial agreement. With Dre's reported net worth standing at approximately $800 million, the stakes of this divorce were undeniably significant in 2021. Despite Nicole's attempt to obtain a restraining order based on threatening song lyrics in That's That, her request was ultimately denied. It is important to mention that Dr. Dre wasn't the only person at Bad Boy Records artist rumored to be gay. Danny Boy, renowned for his unforgettable hooks on iconic tracks like Tupac's I Ain't Mad at Cha and Picture Me Rollin', was another man that was rumored and eventually confirmed to be gay. In a candid interview with Vlad TV, Danny Boy revealed that the pivotal moment occurred when the man he was dating, someone who offered him an unprecedented sense of comfort and acceptance, tragically took his own life due to the challenges he faced as a gay individual. Initially grappling with the devastating loss, Danny Boy found himself concealing the truth by presenting his late partner, Anthony, as a woman while announcing the heartbreaking news on social media platforms. However, everything changed when Danny Boy attended the funeral, and he realized that the time had come to unveil his authentic self to the world. As for Dr. Dre, the allegations surrounding him remain allegations. For now, that's all for the video, folks. Thanks for watching.